About 3 weeks ago or so, I posted my first video on this channel, and 16 videos later, this is what the numbers look like, and also the reasons why I genuinely couldn't care less about that. But what I actually care about is the thing that keeps me up at night, and it's how long it took me to start this damn channel. So this video is all about the regret that comes with that decision, and why, if you happen to be younger than me, even by a single year, this might be the most important thing I ever say to you. If you've ever wondered what a YouTube channel looks like, about 3 weeks in after 16 videos being posted, I've managed to gain about 120 subscribers, around 3.5k total views so far, and my highest video is sitting at around 2,300 views or something, and another one at about 430 or something like that. I'll put the proper numbers on the screen so you can see. And now for me, I have absolutely no attachment whatsoever to the things that I'm seeing in my analytics, so whether it performs or not, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Obviously, I want my channel to do well and I want more and more people to watch it, but it's kind of a little bit nuanced. As soon as I post a video, my brain immediately just moves straight on to the next video. Like, what is the next idea? What's the next title and thumbnail and thing that I'm going to talk about? I kind of just move on from this video. And obviously, every single day you make these routine checks to see how your channel's performing, but it's mainly because the data at that point, it serves more of a tool for me, and it's not so much something that makes a decision or, you know, impacts the way that I feel or anything like that, because I think it's just something that could hold you back if you get attached to that kind of a thing. And so this channel is kind of like a notebook where I can just record all of my thoughts and cool ideas and topics and things that I really feel like I want to talk about, and talking about something is the thing that scratches the itch, and that whole thing has actually been quite rewarding in a very unexpected way. The tools were always there, to be honest. Like, I've always understood how the game works. Consistency, time, and consistent effort that compounds to create something significant, especially through work. Like, I've done projects that have taken months of preparation and planning just before you execute or launch, and you just sort of learn how to think about things in a longer time frame and to be consistent every single day in order to create something amazing. My job taught me that, and some of the sports that I played at a professional level, like powerlifting, for example. It's not a sport that you play, I don't know why I said that, but like powerlifting, for example, it's made me not really have an issue with something like discipline, for example, because it's something I have to do every single day regardless of how I feel. And my career was the same thing. It gave me tools that I needed to be successful in literally anything that I wanted to do. You know, I made pretty big career achievements, and I've got those personal wins that really make me feel like, you know, the hard work wasn't always for nothing. And I'm sure the same thing could be said about you, is that you already have the tools and the mindset and the discipline to do something amazing. And yet, despite all of that, somewhere along the lines, we just didn't apply it to any major thing. I remember feeling comfortable and just riding the high of climbing and doing big things, but I wasn't actually building anything long term that was going to stay with me across the latitude of my life. And so there's a lot of deep fucking regret inside the canyon between the things that I know and the things that I was doing. You know, that's what that regret is for me. And it's not just about this channel necessarily, it's about a recurring pattern that happened throughout my life. Is when I started competing in powerlifting and I took it really seriously and I did well, my regret was I wish I started in high school, because I would have been a world champion by now. The same thing with business and certain things in my career that I attempted and failed at. I wish I'd started that maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. You know, I would have been in a different place now. This channel is also just another well of regret for me, because even 12 months earlier, if I was releasing videos at the rate that I do now, I would have been in a different place. Maybe my life would have changed a little bit. But now I'm almost 30, and instead of feeling like a crisis, it's kind of like a reckoning for me in some capacity. You know, and not having anything to show for it isn't necessarily about showing off to people, for example, but having a nicer apartment or, you know, a car or just something worthwhile is like a symbol that reflects the work that you've put into your life, you know. And so everything that I've ever committed fully to in my life and gotten reasonable success with, I always end up just asking myself why I didn't start doing this sooner. And the biggest realization there was that the clock doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't give a fuck, man. 90 days, 365 days, it doesn't matter. All of those days are going to pass regardless of how you think and how you feel. The sun is going to rise and set, the moon is going to rise and then it's going to fuck off, and it's not going to stop for anyone, including you. And so after those 90 days or 365 days, you could look back having placed a brick towards the goal that you wanted every single day, or you could come out on the other side and just be exactly where you are now. You know, the time cost for everyone is the exact same either way. And the one thing that holds a lot of people back is that they end up giving up and they quit before it starts to mean anything. And what that teaches you is that the person who doesn't quit and stays in the game longer than everyone around them who has already given up is the person that will eventually win. And so somewhere deep inside this regret that I'm feeling, there was a little bit of a gift buried there waiting for me, is realizing that it's not too late if you start right now. But the problem with that, and the little caveat, is as much as that's beautiful and good news and it's a gift, right now is kind of the deadline. Like, you have to do it, you know, right fucking now. So if you listening to this now, if you happen to be 28 or 25 or 21, I'm really not sure how old you are or however old you are, just get up and start making the fucking thing that you want to make. Don't do it tomorrow. Go now. Somewhere along the way, I completely lost the love that I had for gaming. And that's a pretty crazy thing to say considering that this is literally a gaming channel. But for me, at some point in my life, gaming was just reduced to like a few intense hours of Apex and COD, where all I was chasing is just a little bit of adrenaline and something to make me feel something, you know, just to feel alive a little bit. And so for the past 6 months or so, I've been going back to campaign games, more of those story-driven experiences, and actually a lot of like classic titles that are, you know, were kind of big and popular in the world and everyone loved and I just didn't play. And that kind of solo journey started healing that relationship for me. Like I stopped playing games. It was exclusively multiplayer shit and my mental health was tanking. Like, those games made me angry. I hated how I felt on it. And going back and playing The Last of Us, Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher 3, Clair Obscur, the entire Uncharted series, the Yakuza games, I could go on playing all those things. It started healing that relationship that I had with gaming, and I started to see the magic of what gaming did for people. I felt like a kid again, and so the evolution of that was this channel becoming a vehicle that I would then use to find my way back to the love that I once had for gaming, because I get to talk about games on this channel and also really cool ideas that come from gaming. It also influenced the reason my videos look the way that they do. I don't use any flashy edits because I don't think you're stupid. I don't need to keep your attention. I think you're a perfectly smart individual and I don't need to give you subtitles so your eyes can be occupied. Like, this is meant to be chilled and minimalistic because I want you to feel like it's just two people sitting together and one of us happens to be playing a game and we're just going to be talking about something cool that's on our mind at that point in time. That's the intention of why my videos are the way that they are. I don't need to treat you like an algorithm to make good videos, I don't think. Like, I don't want to be Mr. Beast. I don't want to make videos like that. I don't like those videos. I don't want to be viral like him. I want this channel to be a place where you can think out loud with me and connect with me and speak to me. And obviously, if this channel grows and I get an audience and things start going well, it would allow me to do business in the gaming industry, and obviously that would be an amazing. I'm a businessman at the end of the day and those things do excite me, but this was never why I started this channel. It was actually more of just a personal thing and something I wanted to heal inside me. Speaking of healing something inside me, one thing you can do to heal all of the trauma that I've been facing for the past 16 years is clicking the link on my description, which is my mailing list called The Lobby. It's just a place where I can send you cool things, cool emails, ideas, topics, and random bullshittery around gaming a lot faster than I can making a YouTube video. So it would mean the world to me to have as many of you guys as possible in the lobby. And while you're at it, just consider subscribing, liking, and leaving us a little cute little comment down below because it helps us a lot. Apart from the shameless self-promo there, if anything that I have said in this video resonated with you, then I would think of it more as a sign, because this is just me sharing a lot of what I've been experiencing experiencing lately and to give you an insight into maybe something you wanted to do as well. But maybe it's kind of a if the shoe fits kind of a situation. Maybe it is a sign for you to take that next step. Maybe you have been hesitating and waiting for some magical sign from the gods that's never gonna come. Maybe this is that sign. If that's a channel for you or a gym membership or a business, whatever it is for you, man, just go start the damn thing. Because I promise you, like, the worst kind of regret you could have, or maybe the second worst, is the regret of not starting something that you've always wanted to do. Because that kind of regret is 100% preventable, and you just got to get off your ass and start doing the thing.